If you're buying your first home, you've probably asked this question: do I call a realtor first or do I call a lender first? It's one of the most common questions I get, and honestly, the answer can feel a little confusing. But here's the truth: you're going to need both a great realtor and a great lender to get to the closing table. But there is a best order to do things in that makes the entire process way less stressful. Following this order can save you from a huge mistake I see all the time: falling in love with a house you can actually buy. Hi, I'm Dominique, a homeschooling mom of three and your real estate advisor. I specialize in helping families navigate their journey to homeownership with confidence. Today, we're going to clear up the confusion and give you a simple, powerful plan. So, what's the short answer? Most of the time, the lender comes first. But, and this is a big but, a good realtor can also be your first call if you don't know who to trust yet. The most important thing to remember is this: you want your numbers before you start your showings. And you want to have the right team in your corner before you fall down that late night Zillow rabbit hole looking at homes you might not be ready for. The best order is usually lender, then realtor. Let's dive into why that is. Here's why starting with a lender is usually the smartest move you can make. First, you learn your real budget, not what some random online mortgage calculator says. Those things are just fun estimates. A lender will look at your actual credit score, your debts, your income, and your down payment to give you your real monthly payment range. They'll tell you what you can comfortably afford, not just what you can technically qualify for. This is about building a sustainable financial future, not just buying a house. Second, and this is a huge one, you get pre-approved. A pre-approval letter is what makes your offer strong. Think about it from a seller's perspective. They have two offers on the table. One has a pre-approval letter from a lender, which is basically proof that the buyer can get the money. The other one doesn't. In a competitive market, which offer do you think they're going to take seriously? The pre-approved one, every single time. It shows you're a serious, prepared buyer. And third, you avoid heartbreak. I honestly can't tell you how many times I've seen it happen. A buyer goes out, finds the perfect house. It has the big backyard, the updated kitchen, everything on their wish list. They get emotionally invested. Then they finally talk to a lender and find out the monthly payment is $600 higher than they expected because they forgot to account for property taxes, homeowners insurance, maybe HOA fees. Suddenly, that dream home is a financial nightmare. Starting with the lender first completely prevents this. Now, a quick but very important clarification. You'll hear the terms pre-qualification and pre-approval. They are not the same thing. A pre-qualification is just a quick estimate based on information you provide. It's a good first step, but it's not verified. A pre-approval is the real deal. That is when your lender actually pulls your credit and reviews your financial documents like pay stubs and bank statements. A pre-approval is what you need to make a strong offer, so always aim for the pre-approval. Okay, so we've established that lender first is usually the way to go, but what about the times when it makes sense to call a realtor first? There are definitely a few key situations where this is the better move. You should call a realtor first if you are brand new to this whole process and you simply don't have a lender you know or trust. The world of mortgages can be intimidating, and a great realtor has a network of professionals they've worked with. They know which lenders are responsive, which ones are great with first-time buyers, and which ones have a track record of closing on time. Another reason is if you're not sure what loan programs even exist. There's FA, USDA, VA loans for veterans, conventional loans, and even down payment assistance programs. Each one has different requirements and benefits. A knowledgeable realtor can listen to your situation and suggest what types of loans you might want to ask a lender about. They can help you get educated before you even have that first conversation. And finally, you might call a realtor first if you need help creating a game plan. Maybe your credit needs a little bit of work. You're not sure how much you need to save for a down payment and closing costs. A strong realtor won't just tell you to come back when you're ready. They'll connect you with a few trusted lender options, encourage you to compare them, and help you build a roadmap to get you from where you are now to where you need to be to buy a home. They'll make sure you're not getting pressured into numbers that don't fit your life. So yes, calling a realtor first is perfectly okay if you need a trusted guide to help you find the right lender. So let's put it all together. What is the right first step? Here is the simplest plan that works for the vast majority of first-time buyers I work with. Step 1 is optional, but I highly recommend it. If you don't have a lender, start with a quick 10-minute strategy call with a realtor. In that call, you can explain your goals and they can point you to a couple of solid, reputable lenders. Then you can call them, compare their rates and fees, and choose the one that feels like the best fit for you. No pressure, just options. Step 2 is to get pre-approved with the lender you choose. Once you have that pre-approval, you're not done. You need to ask your lender a few key questions. First, what is my estimated monthly payment, including taxes and insurance? This is called PD, and it's your all-in number. Second, what is my ideal price range to stay comfortable with my budget? Don't just focus on the maximum you're approved for. And third, what are my total estimated cash to close costs? This includes your down payment plus all the other fees, so you know exactly how much cash you'll need. Step 3 is the fun part. Now you start house hunting with your realtor. And here's why this is so much better. Your home search is now focused, it's confident, and it's calm. Why? Because every single house you walk into and fall in love with is actually within your reach. There are no guessing games, no anxiety, just the excitement of finding your future home. Now, before we wrap up, I want to share 2 of the most common mistakes I see first-time buyers make all the time, so you can avoid them. Mistake number 1, shopping for homes before getting pre-approved. We've talked about this, but it's worth repeating. This path leads to confusion, wasted time, and almost always heartbreak. Please get your financing in order first. Please get your financing in order first. Mistake number 2 is getting pre-approved and then making a big financial change without telling your lender. I'm talking about buying a new car, opening a new credit card, quitting your job, or even changing jobs. Any of these things can dramatically impact your debt-to-income ratio and could cause your loan approval to be canceled right before closing. During the home buying process, your financial picture needs to stay as stable as possible. Don't make any big moves without talking to your lender first. My goal for every client is to have a calm, clear home buying process, a process where you always know what's next, who is responsible for that next step, and what the deadline is. There should be no surprises. So here's my promise to you. If we work together, I'll help you build the right team, understand all the steps from start to finish, and empower you to make big decisions without feeling overwhelmed or pressured. Buying your first home should be an exciting milestone, not a stressful ordeal. So if you're a first-time home buyer and you're just not sure where to start, I want you to comment the word START below this video, and I'll personally send you my simple first-time buyer checklist to get you going. And if you want a connection to a great local lender, I'm happy to share a couple of trusted options so you can compare. And choose the one that fits you best. Your journey starts with a single step, and I'm here to help you take it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.